After leaving the witch Circe, Odysseus did something no living man was meant to do. He sailed to the very edge of the world, to a land of endless mist where the sun never shines, and stepped into the realm of the dead. On that dark shore, just as Circe had taught him, he dug a pit. He poured offerings of honey, milk, sweet wine, and water, scattered pale barley, and prayed to the dead. Then he sacrificed black sheep and let the blood flow down into the earth, and out of the darkness they came. Brides and young men, weary old people, and warriors still wearing their bloodied armor. Hundreds of pale shades crowding toward the blood with a terrible cry. Odysseus drew his sword and held them back, for only the one he came for could drink first. But the first to reach him was Elpenor, the youngest of his own crew. Just days before, drunk and forgotten, he had fallen from Circe's roof and broken his neck. His body still lay unburied. Weeping, he begged Odysseus to return and give him a proper grave, and Odysseus swore that he would. Still he kept the others back from the blood, sword in hand, waiting for the one whose words he had crossed the world to hear. At last he came. Tiresias, the blind prophet, holding a golden staff, even in death. He drank the dark blood, and his sightless eyes turned to Odysseus, and he spoke. "You seek a sweet homecoming," said the prophet, "but a god stands in your way. Poseidon has not forgiven you for blinding his son, the Cyclops. Still, you may yet reach home if you can master one thing, your hunger. You will come to an island where the cattle of the sun god graze. Leave them untouched, and you may all return. But harm a single one, and I see ruin. Your ship destroyed, your crew drowned, and you, alone, coming home late and broken on a stranger's ship to a house overrun with enemies. And your own death," Tiresias told him, "will not come from the dead, but gently from the sea, in a peaceful old age, with your people prosperous around you." Then, his prophecy given, the prophet withdrew. Then Odysseus saw a face that stopped his heart. His own mother, Anticlea. He had left her alive. He had not even known she was dead. She had died of grief, of longing, waiting for a son who never came home. 3 times he reached out to hold her. 3 times she slipped through his arms like a shadow, like a dream. The dead cannot be embraced, and he wept, learning that no love and no strength can hold back what death takes. Other great souls came to the blood. Agamemnon, the king who led all Greece to Troy, murdered the very night he came home by his own wife and her lover. "Trust no one too easily," he warned, "not even when you reach your own door." Then came the greatest warrior of them all, Achilles. Odysseus called him blessed, a prince even among the dead. But Achilles gave the most famous answer in all the underworld. "Do not console me about death, Odysseus. I would rather be a poor servant, working the fields for a landless man, than be king over all the breathless dead." Deeper in the gloom, Odysseus saw the punished, Sisyphus, forever heaving a great boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll back down, and Tantalus, starving and parched, with fruit and water just beyond his reach for all eternity. Then the dead began to gather in their thousands, with a rising, unearthly wail. A cold fear gripped him that something far worse might be coming, and Odysseus turned and ran, back to his ship, back toward the light and the world of the living. He had walked among the dead and returned, carrying a prophecy that would decide the fate of every man with him. But the sea was not finished with Odysseus, not yet. If this story stayed with you, Subscribe to follow the journey. The thread of myth is long, and we are still following it.